June 26, 2020, it was announced that Dr. Disrespect was permanently banned from Twitch. The reason for his ban was unspecified publicly. The reason remained a mystery for several years until it was finally leaked this year. Former Twitch employee Cody Connors would tweet on the 22nd of June, he got banned because he got caught sexting a minor in the then existing Twitch Whispers product. He was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon, the powers that could be read in plain text. Case closed, gang. Cody Connors' tweet would then blow up on Twitter, although initially no one believed him as he provided no evidence to his bold claim. The attention of the tweet grew to the point Doc would respond to a Twitter account highlighting this tweet. Jake, seriously, I get it, it's a hot topic, but this has been settled. No wrongdoing was acknowledged and they paid out the whole contract. A strange response to make after nearly everyone had at first considered him innocent. Doc would after respond a second time to the allegation, as his first response highly increased everyone's curiosity, due to the fact that he didn't directly debunk the accusations against him, but instead vaguely explained how the situation was settled. Listen, I'm obviously tied to legal obligations from the settlement with Twitch, but I just need to say what I can since this is the fucking internet. I didn't do anything wrong. All this has been probed and settled. Nothing illegal, no wrongdoing was found, and I was paid. Elden Ring Monday. Nevertheless, this response brought even more attention to the story as once again it was extremely vague. The apparent reason Doc being tied to legal obligations. The high amount of attention would pressure Dr. Disrespect to release an in-depth and long-third response, which has now been deleted, to the allegations where he shocked everyone. Were there Twitch Whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Nothing illegal happened, no pictures were shared, no crimes were committed, I never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. Now, from a moral standpoint, I'll absolutely take responsibility. I should have never entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. It should have never happened, I get it. I'm not perfect, and I'll own my shit. This was stupid. Dr. Disrespect next apologized to his team, community, and friends, stating that he understood if they decided to cut him off if the situation made them uncomfortable. Doc would then finish with a closing statement announcing, "Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made this mistake all those years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family, as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders." Yet the damage was already done, as Doc lost YouTube monetization, was kicked from Midnight Society, and lost the trust of thousands of subscribers. Unexpectedly, Dr. Disrespect kept his word and returned to the internet. Before he returned to streaming in September, he would make several tweets, the first being on the 31st of July, a month after his absence, being a picture of him playing chess and checkers, which also led people to troll him. Little brainwashed woke boy putting out Dragon Ball Z GFX with Kendrick Lamar lines. Got me big time. Is this you playing with a minor? Good one, she/her. The internet will never fix your real threat. Depression. Vacation is just too good right now. We'll be back soon though, champs. We have lots to talk about. Are people still streaming video games? What a snooze fest. Doc's final tweet would be an animated video of him on a boat arriving at some marina, where the video ended with the words, "Tomorrow." Dr. Disrespect then officially returned to live streaming on September 6th, finally giving a more detailed response to the entire controversy. In this segment of the video, I will not only cover his response, but give my opinion of his defensive points.
You said that I got banned from Twitch because I was sexting a minor through Whispers messages? Do you even know what the legal definition of sexting is? I do. And yeah, I used Twitch's Whispers, but trust me, I wasn't sexting anyone. You also said the word minor, Cody. I even made sure that word was emphasized in my statement, edited, etc., just to make sure these so-called journalists would pick up on it. And boy, oh boy, did they ever, champs. When you and all these so-called journalists, Cody, fired off your tweets, did any of you consider that the Twitch user may have been over the legal age of consent at the time of the messages?
We all know for someone to be considered a minor, they would have to be under 18. The minimum age of consent in the United States is 16, so the person Doc inappropriately messaged was either 16 or 17. However, even if this person met the legal age of consent, even if no crimes were committed, and even if there were no real intentions to do anything with this person, this is still wrong. Why were you at the age of 35 inappropriately talking to a minor? Doc, would you allow your daughter at 16, 17 to have inappropriate conversations with some random, let's not forget, married 35-year-old online? I also find it amusing how Doc claims he used the word minor in his initial Twitter response to bait so-called journalists. Okay, so you did that at the expense of losing YouTube monetization and sponsorship deals worth millions. Right.
Cody Connors and these other anonymous sources are trying to paint a picture that I was exchanging explicit messages and photos with this Twitch user. That never happened. I even used the word inappropriate purposely. And look at how it's defined by everyone, champs. Huh? Including these defaming articles. I'm sorry, but mutual bantering with inappropriate jokes taken out of context should have never led to me getting banned from Twitch in the first place.
Honestly, I think it's important that Doc releases the messages he had with this minor if he still has them, as this entire drama is nothing but a he said, she said situation. Sorry Doc, but I can't believe you over Cody Connors or Cody Connors over you, as neither one of you have provided any evidence to back up your claims. Unfortunately, when Doc was asked to release the messages, he refused.
People want to show the message, release the messages, show the messages. What are we in second grade?
Doc would then speak about his Twitch ban that happened all the way back in 2020, stating that this situation was the reason why he was banned. However, Twitch's safety team apparently concluded that Doc's interactions with the minor was not sexting, but banned his account anyway.
1. Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally admitted that the whisper messages were not sexting. And 2. Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally acknowledged that the whispers did not constitute child sexual abuse material CSAM. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me without ever interviewing me, the user, or any other third party, including the partner manager. It's unbelievable!
Doc also stated how he knew other streamers who broke Twitch's rules, yet are still streaming on the platform.
Take a look at some of these horrendous acts of Twitch streamers that were never banned. I've got some examples right here. Example number 1, a streamer that frequently used the N-word while publicly streaming, which constitutes a violation of Twitch's policies if accompanied by hateful intent. Twitch scheduled a meeting with the streamer to ascertain his intent to determine whether his conduct was a violation of Twitch's policies, ultimately determining it was not a breach of Twitch's policies. Why wasn't I called into a meeting? Why wasn't my intent taken into consideration, champs? Example number 2. Streamer was reported for discussing doing things with deceased animals and discussing pedophilia, all while live streaming. Never suspended, but instead given a multi-million-dollar contract. Example number 3. Streamer was reported for a sexually explicit stream involving children and telling children to send Snapchats of them playing with themselves. Never suspended, but instead, given a multi-million-dollar contract.
I don't know who Doc is referring to here. I also find it strange how he's comparing what he did to someone saying the N-word. I don't know if these Twitch stories are true, but I wouldn't be surprised if they were. Twitch has a history of controversies with unfairly banning specific streamers and playing favorites. In all honesty, I feel like Doc's video response was mostly just him trying to shift the blame onto Twitch, acting as if he was some victim of an unfair ban. Which, if that is the case, at this point, just release the messages if you still have them, so the public can judge. Doc's livestream return was met positively by his fans, who instantly came to his support. Doc's fans had even begun to send Doc's ex-friends hate for cutting him off, such as Nick Merckx, even though I believe they are completely justified in doing so. This Dr. Disrespect is married with children pushing 40, admits to texting a minor inappropriately, his words not mine, so I cut ties because obviously that's inexcusable. Now I'm a shit friend for not having his back, bunch of brain rot morons on this app. A real friend would have called him and talked to him man to man. I've said multiple times he sent a text to the boys and I apologizing for us being dragged into it. Regardless, it doesn't matter. In conclusion guys, don't message minors inappropriately. It is a very simple thing to avoid. My overall opinion on this matter can be perfectly summed up by this tweet from 8thoughts. I just want to make something clear here. I don't think talking to a 17-year-old inappropriately makes you a pedo, it makes you a creep and something I think is wrong. However, I'm more annoyed the dude came back and tried to bullshit us and gaslight everybody instead of just owning it, or having some receipts to prove his innocence after he implied he did, which he didn't have. So he chatted up a young girl inappropriately, but not bad enough to catch a case, then tried to weasel his way into convincing people he didn't, and blah blah blah.